and welcome to Thursdays with Annette. Oh my gosh, back for 2020 and I'm pumped and ready to cook some fabulous food for you this year. Now to start off with, I thought what would be a really good recipe that's my favourite, and I thought I know what it is. It's pizza, pasta, bake. I mean the three words, pizza, pasta and it's a bake. Oh, you have me at hello. And it's out of book 4. So this is the book that it's out of. And here is the recipe here. So that's what we're going to make today. And I've got so many things to talk about today. I just think pizza to me just fills me up. But let's do it the healthy way. So let's look at the ingredients you need for the pizza pasta bake. You need some green capsicum. And why I've picked green for this specifically is because you've got the red, the green, I mean, that's just, it's all about your eye, isn't it? You eat with your eyes. So you want it to look fabulous. So green capsicum, we need a cup of that sliced. You want 2 cups of sliced mushrooms, 125 grams or a cup of ham, and it's the 97% fat-free ham, and it's a thicker one, it's not shaved, okay? So don't use the shaved, and I'll show you that in a minute. We've also got a small onion sliced, a teaspoon of garlic. Now the herbs and the spices that go with this are fabulous. You've got the basil, these are dried basil, and oregano or oregano. Like, I always never know what to say on the show. So I need you to tell me, can you be writing in the comments now, oregano, which is number 1, or oregano, which is 2. One of them the Italians say, I think number 2 is where the Italians, oregano, I don't know. I get so confused. You let me know what you think's the right way to do it, because I never know. So you've got basil, oregano, you've got some Kraft Parmesan grated, tomato paste, and I'm using the no added salt because we're looking at the health thing here. You've got some salt reduced tomato soup, and as well as the no added salt, what do you call them, diced or crushed tomatoes. I've got some reduced fat cheese and I've grated it fresh. I always like to think it's better grated yourself than buying it pre-grated, and that's 125 grams or 1 1/4 cup, and I've already done my pasta. So I'm using penne pasta for this recipe. I mean, if you don't have it, just use whatever you got, but you start with 2 cups and then you cook it as instructed on the packet, and this is what you get left with. So always have your pasta cooked ahead of time because you need to get started. Oh my gosh, it's so good to be back in the kitchen with you guys. I've missed you. I mean, we had the best break. I mean, Christmas was amazing with 6 grandkids. Hello, it was just fabulous. But it's good to be back on board, and let's start with some capsicum. All right, so we want, now this is strips. So I'm going to cut each of them in half. You know, a lot of times I dice, but in this recipe, I want strips. I don't want big chunky bits though, so don't cut it too thick, and I'm going to do a cup. All right, so let's cut that. And this is pizza pasta bake out of the fabulous book 4. I mean, you know, we can't have favourites, can we? But I do love book 4. There's so many awesome recipes in it. And I just think that anything with the word pizza in it and know that it's low fat and healthy is a winner for me. I tell you, you have me at hello when you say the word pizza. All right, so we want a cup of green. And we're going to cook this off and then we put it in the oven. So I've already got my oven preheated at 180 degrees fan force. Let me look how I'm going here. I think that will do it. I'll tell you how to make it even simpler later on for you, because, you know, sometimes we just don't have time to put anything in the oven. So I'm going to clarify that for you. Okay, so there's our capsicum sliced. Remember, don't do it really big chunky bits because it will take longer to cook. And then we're going to do 2 cups of sliced mushrooms. Now, I like to use the button ones because you don't have to peel the skin off. You don't even really need to wash them because I think they pre-wash them, so that's easy. And I need 2 cups here. You know, I can remember the Annette at 100 kilos. Loved pizza. Lived for pizza, Friday night pizza. And I can remember I'd eat my serve and the kids would have all theirs, and then I'd eat their crust because a lot of them wouldn't eat the crust. I really missed it. When I started on my Healthy Annette program, I really wanted pizza. So instead of feeling sorry for myself, I made recipes up. That's right. I put chicken as a base. I did lots of great things, and I'll actually share with you as I go along some of the great recipes that I actually have included in the books. But this one at the moment, Pizza Pasta Bake Book 4, that's where we are, giving the love to the pizza. But yeah, I just really found that once I could have the taste of pizza, I didn't actually need the fatty pizza from the takeaway place. I just needed it to have those beautiful flavours, which you'll get with the mushrooms, the capsicum, the tomato, the herbs, the cheeses, all that sort of stuff, the ham. Okay, good to go. Let's move that out of the way. I've got no room here. Let me put that over there. I want to declutter here. So what have we got? We've got our mushies done. Oh, actually, I need the bowl. Let me just tip those mushies out. And I want to put that in there. All right, so this is what you do with this recipe, and a lot of my recipes are like this. If you haven't got my cookbooks, hello, what's wrong with you? What are you doing? Because you need to know how to make all this healthy food, but it's all about prepping it up like I'm doing now, and then just cook it. I mean, I'm all about let's get dinner done quickly and easily because I want to eat. Okay, so now I've got the ham, and if you look at it, it's a little bit thick. And that's what I want because I want to know the ham's in there, but shaved ham can disappear. You don't really get that ham flavour. So what you're going to do is slice it down the middle. I just stick the whole lot on top of each other. This is all about, I mean, you know, chefs want to be perfect. I just want to get it done. I've got my soapies to watch at dinner time. Just slice. Once again, it's all sliced in this, not diced. Don't make it too thick. Just enough so you know it's there. And then just break it up. But see how quick that is instead of doing it individual slices of ham. And we are good to go. All right, so there's our ham. Let me get rid of the board, and I'm just going to wash my little ham hands. Ham hands, that's a way to do it. All right. So now we're going to get cooking. Turn on my cooker. And what we're going to start with first is cooking spray. That non-stick pan is really the way to go with my recipes. And we're going to put in a teaspoon of crushed garlic. Now, you can do your own crushed garlic if you want, but as you know, I'm all about simple, easy, fabulous. So that does me. I'm happy. Teaspoon of crushed garlic. Remember the cup of the green capsicum, and then one small onion. I didn't dice it because I made it ahead for you, which I'll show you later because you need to see the finished product. And honestly, it just was so strong, the onion. I'm walking around, I can't see. I hate onion when it's like that. So I decided, I'm sorry, I have makeup on now. I'm not going to wreck my eye makeup for the onions. I mean, but they say that you know, a sharp knife is the answer, or put it in the fridge if you worry about onions. But there are just some onions that are just woeful, aren't they? They just want to make you cry. And that's what happened to me when I was making it up before. So we're going to cook this for a couple of minutes. Remember, I've got my oven preheated, ready to go at 180 degrees fan force. Now, as I said, love pizza. Hello? Yes, I do. And so I've got you covered if you're like me and you love anything with the pizza in it, because I actually worked it out that there's 11 pizza type recipes in all the cookbooks. Yes, so what are they? Well, book 1 has the most. That was my first one, so I was really into the pizza, as I told you. So you've got Pizza Supreme, which is actually on a, you know, it's a pizza. You've also got Pizza Strudel, which is wrapped up in the magic pizza flavours in filo pastry. And then my all-time favourite is the chicken pizziola. Who doesn't love that? And that's out of book 1. All right, now what we're going to do is we're adding in those mushies. See how it's just super easy to just prep it up and then we're cooking. We're going to toss this and cook these for a couple of minutes because it will finish cooking in the oven. But if, for example, you say, I haven't got time to put in the oven, what you can do is cook it a little bit longer, make all the mix up, and just serve it like that. You know what I mean? Forget the cheese on the top and just have it as a pasta dish if you don't have time. But I love it baked because it really is just takes it to the next level. So what other pizza flavours do I have for you? Hello, pizza potato bake. I've done that on the show before, book 2. I've also got mini pizza breads in book 4 in the party section, and they are just fantastic as a finger food. I've also got the pizza jaffle. So if you're thinking, oh, I wouldn't mind a jaffle, well, up the level and make it a pizza one. Hello, forget cheese and tomato. It's fabulous. And then in book 7, I've actually done 3 dessert pizzas. Hello, I know I went there. 3 different ones that are amazing. And so, you know, you can have the dessert pizza. Hello, fabulous. And as well as in Cooking for 1 or 2, my latest one, I've also put the chicken pizziola in there, which is for 2, just to make it easy for you. Now we are cooked, and I'm just going to chuck everything in. So we can go the dry herbs, which was the basil, the oregano, oregano. You're going to tell me, aren't you? I'm just lost with what to call it. I'm going to put in the parmesan, tomato paste. Like, see what I'm doing? It's called chuck it all in. Super easy. Then we're going to put in the tomatoes. So this is the crushed or diced tomatoes. Just open the can up. In we go. Oh, we don't want the can in. That's not extra fibre. We don't want the lid. And then the tomato soup. And this soup really gives it a slight sweetness, which I think we like when it's to do with tomato things. Young and old love this, and it's fantastic to take if you've got to bring something along. Great for an easy lunch or dinner. Everyone's going to be queuing up for it, that's for sure. In goes the ham. So, you know, I'm not working that hard, but don't tell anybody because hopefully they think I'm just very clever. Remember, it's the pizza pasta bake out of book 4. Alrighty, so we're just going to mix all that together. Look at this, it's just divine. It's a bit wet because we're adding a load of pasta. But now, if you wanted a gluten-free version, because in a minute I'm going to put this pasta in, it's normal wheat pasta, but you could just do gluten-free pasta. I think they've really upped the ante with gluten-free now, and that would mean it's a gluten-free recipe. If you're veggie and you don't want the ham, well, you know what? Just replace it with a cup of sliced celery. Done. Now I'm going to put in half a cup of cheese. I'm going to keep the rest because that's going to go on the top. Alrighty, so here we go. Cheese is in, and now in goes the pasta. Now, if you're not a mushroom fan, I'm not sure what you could put in. Maybe just change it to some veggies you like, but the texture of the mushrooms, think about them because they do reduce down. You could maybe change it to zucchini, which I think would work really well. It's an Italian thing. So yeah, I would replace it with zucchini if you wanted to not have mushrooms. But I mean, hopefully you like mushrooms and you're going to enjoy it. So we're moving that all together. I mean, fan-bloody-tastic. I love it. It's so good to be back on the show. I've missed you guys, and I'm really excited. You know, we've been talking about what we're going to do this year. Oh, it's going to be the best one ever. So what I do now is I'm going to clean my space. Let's get rid of these. And that's, you just simmer it for a couple of minutes. Oh, simmer it for a couple of minutes. And I'm going to now move this over. I'm just going to wipe that bench down because I don't want to make a mess. Let me just get rid of that. I'm going to bring over my lasagna dish. Now, it makes enough for 6. So when you do it, you'll cut it in half and then the third each, and that's yours. You know, really substantial meal. And here we go. Let's do it. Oh yes, look at that. This is pizza, pasta bake, book 4. It's a bit fabulous. I don't want to waste all that gorgeous stuff in the pan, so I'm going to scrape that out, put it in, and then just level it out. I reckon the kids are going to be requesting this regularly, and maybe even the big kids. Who doesn't love it? And now cheese goes on top. You don't even need to cover this, you just put it in as it is. You're going to bake it at that 180 degrees fan forced oven for about 30, 35 minutes. Really depends on how hot your oven is. All right, let's go in. I'll just open my door. In we go. I'm going to put it on for 30 and check it. Now, it also freezes really well, so there you go. Now, I have got the cooked version for you to have a look at. Let me show you. So I've already cut a piece out, but that's how it looks. Oh yeah. So it's quite a substantial meal, isn't it? Like you get a lot. And here it is, all ready to go for my lunch. Very excited. And you know, the great thing is that it is only 7.9 grams of fat a serve. How awesome is that? All right, so here we go. This is the pizza pasta bake. Would you like to win the book? Because, you know, hello, who doesn't want book 4? It's fabulous. And I'm in the mood for giving. So here we go. Like, share, and then in the comments, come on, you guys remember what to do. It's not been that long. Hashtag Symply #2 good. Write that in the comments, and I will randomly pick 3 fabulous people to win book 4, and I will personally sign it for you because why not? Now, my next 6-week challenge starts soon. I'm so busy and excited, and I'll get Diane. Can you put a link in the comments, Diane, so people can know about it, because you don't want to miss this autumn challenge. It's going to be amazing. The menu plan, dare I say it's the best one ever? I can say that because I wrote it. Okay, so next week's show is going to be awesome because I'm going into the baking section, and it's in book 6, and it's the raspberry oat white chocolate loaf. Oh yes, I said the word chocolate, didn't I? And it is one of those loaves that you will want to make all the time. Everything in moderation is the key to weight loss success, of course. Now, any more tips, information, go to simply2good.com.au. Thank you so much for being here with me on my very first show, 2020. Need to get my knife and fork into this because I'm happy. Take care, guys. Lovely to see you again. Bye now.